Hello guys, today's question is surround the ones. Question says that given a matrix of order n cross m composed of only zeros and ones, find the number of ones in the matrix that are surrounded by even number of zeros. So let us take the example test case 1 0 0 and 1 1 0 0 1 0. So here we found the number of 1 which is surrounded by even number of 0. So in this matrix, so we start from first index which is 1. So we looking for all direction and count the number of zeros. So for this index 1, the direction possible is right, left, up, down and 4 diagonals. So if we count this one all direction number of zeros, so in right direction there is 1 0. Okay, in right direction, so we create a variable which store the number of zeros. Let's suppose we create a temp variable, and in left direction there is no zero because there is boundary, so we cannot traverse in left and we cannot traverse in up, but we can traverse down, but there is one, but we need number of zeros, so there is no zeros, and we can traverse diagonal element. So for this, upper diagonal is none because there is no upper diagonal, and upper right diagonal is not exist, and there is upper lower diagonal is not exist, and there is one diagonal exist which is lower right diagonal which is 1, but we count the number of zeros, so there is only one possible zero which is this. So for this index which is 1, there is only 1 0. So count of the zeros for this number is 1, but this 1 is odd number, so this is not included in our answer variable. And now we going to next one which is this, and again which is this, and count the number of possible zeros from left, right, up, down and 4 diagonal. If the count of number of zeros is even, then we going to increase the count variable and finally return the answer. So what will the approach is very simple. Going to all index which is 1 and check all direction and count the number of zeros, and then if number of zeros is even, then add to the answer variable and finally return answer. So there are total 8 direction possible: top, down, left, right and 4 diagonal. So what will the code of this question? So code is very simple. So we going to all possible direction. So code state that we create a n variable which is the size of matrix, and m variable which is the number of columns. This represent the number of rows and this represent the number of columns, because for column matrix of 0 of dot size. And we create an answer which is count variable, count initialized to 0, and we going to this nested for loop for going to each and every index of matrix. So I equals to 0, I less than n, and j equals to 0, j less than m, and we inside this we create a temp variable for storing individual index zeros. So if there is one exist in that index, so we gonna perform 8 condition all possible direction, and if there is 0 exist, then we simply increase the count of temp. So there is 8 direction possible, which is this represent direction I minus 1, which is represent in the upper direction, up. And we also add a condition if I minus 1 greater than equals to 0. Why we add this condition? Because we have to in bound, and if there is reach the boundary limit outside, then this condition become false and we not going to increase the temp variable. So in each condition we also add a condition of boundary. So for this left side matrix of I minus 1 j, so we going to I minus 1, which means we going to upper. Let's take example 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 0. So let us we add this index, so we want to in upper direction, so this represent in direction I, this represent direction j. So at this index if we want to upper value, so we going to I minus and j is remain same, so we matrix of I minus and j, and check the if that is 0, then we increase the count. And this is for down direction. So in down direction we increase the I, which is this is index our, and we going to the down direction, then we simply increase the I plus 1, which is row value, and j is remain same. So at the boundary condition I plus 1 less than n, because we cannot go outside of the matrix. And we check a matrix I plus 1 and j equals to 0, then increase the count. And again condition j minus 1, which is the left condition. If we want to in going to the left, then j minus 1 and I remain same. So this condition, and this condition is right direction, which is we decide this state, then we going to right side, then j plus 1 and I remain same, and we check the condition. And these four conditions are the check the diagonal direction, which is I minus 1 and j minus 1, which is the upper left diagonal, and I minus 1 and j plus 1, which is the upper right diagonal, and I plus 1 j minus, which is the lower left diagonal, and I plus 1 j plus 1, which is the down right diagonal. And check if there is 1, then we increase the count. After all checking 8 condition, we check the condition if temp variable is even, and also check the condition temp is not already 0, then we simply increase our answer, which is count variable. So we going to each and every index, and if there is even number of 0, then we simply increase the count, and after all we return the count variable. So this is the code, but this code also written in simpler form, which is this. We only difference is then these vector and these logic, only difference in this. So in this code we initialize a dx and dy vectors, which is same as going to up, down and left, right and upper and 4 diagonals, where here we already assign the number of direction in a vector. And for this we going to if matrix of I j equal to 1, and then we going to this matrix and check the all condition for all directions. So here we row equals to I plus dx of this index, and column is j of dy of this index, and for row we going to this vector, and for column we going to this vector, which is dy. And check the boundary condition also, row is less than n and row greater than equals to 0, column is greater than 0 and column less than n. And check if that is index is 0, then we simply increase the temp variable, and after this we are check if temp is greater than 0 and temp percentage 2, which is mean temp not already 0 and temp is even, then we simply increase the our answer, which is count, and then return the count variable. So both the approaches are same, but only difference is the return of code in the form of, here we use the vector for simplicity, here we check the each and every condition. Both are the same. So let us try and run for this example, which is 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 0. So here is n is 3 and m is 3, and initially count is 0, and we going to the each and every index. For this index we initialize the temp is 0, and check the all direction possible and increase the count, which is 0. So this direction 0 becomes for right direction, there is 1 0, and we cannot go up direction and left direction, but in down direction, which is 1, and down right direction, which is 1. But after calculating all these value, temp variable becomes 1, because there is 1 0 all possible direction. So after this calculating, we going to here if temp is even or not. So temp is odd, so we cannot increase the count, so count remains same, which is 0, and we going to the next index, which is 0 0, but we cannot perform this operation because we check a matrix of ij, which is 1. We perform these operation where 1 exists. So the next operation perform at this index, which is here. So here we again initialize a temp variable, which is 0, and again calculating the number of zeros. So number of zeros, all possible direction, 1 1 and 2. So the all possible direction temp becomes 2. So after temp becomes 2, so we check the condition, temp is even, so we increase the count variable, which is become 1 now, and we again the next one index, which is here, and check the zeros, 1 2 3 4 5. So here temp become 5, but temp is odd, so we cannot increase the count. So again we going to next index, which is 1, which is here, and count the number of zeros, which is 1 and 2 3. So here temp becomes 3, which is odd, so we cannot increase the count variable. So after all, the count becomes 1, because there is no ones remaining in the matrix. So after all, we return the count, which is answer is 1. So the answer of this test case is 1. So let us run the code. This is the final code of this question. Now compile and run the code. So we get the correct output. Now submit the code. So we got all the test cases passes. So that is how we solve this question. So I hope you guys clearly understand the concept behind this. Thank you.